Can you hear that? That is cardstock, and rather thick cardstock. Today's mission. I've got a couple of missions. This is the final page. Whoops. I don't know if you can see it. I'll drop it back down. This here's the final page of Void Circuit. We've got about one panel kind of inked halfway, and I'm on the next panel. I've got my D drive failing mightily over here, my Toshiba D drive. I'm going to have to replace that thing. But what we're going to do, actually, instead of that, I've had nothing but anarchy lately, is we're going to work on these cards. So, check it out. I've made trading cards for all of my characters, my main characters. This is called Empyrean Vol Set 1. You can see I made the template first in Procreate, and I fit 9 cards on there, which will fit on a standard sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So let's get this printed out, and then I'll show you the next steps. All right. Step 1, because we're using our new fancy EcoTank printer to print these things, I'm going to start by running the print head cleaning, and you can do it right from the iPad. Print head cleaning does not take up any paper or anything like that, so you can just run it. I don't know if it's a great idea to run the print head cleaning every time you're about to do some printing, but it can't be a bad idea. I mean, especially if you're going to commit a nice piece of cardboard to it. So it doesn't take that long. I don't know if you can hear my printer over there. My D drive is failing my Toshiba external drive, and I'm very sad about it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess I'll just get another one. I'll buy a new one. Maybe it's just a driver issue, though. Alright. Close. Then, we're going to go and choose Print Photos. And this photo. So it's right on my camera roll. We want to make sure that we're getting everything on there if we can. And that looks pretty good right there. Now the standard card size okay. Next, we're going to choose selection over here. We want to make sure that the paper size is correct. Premium presentation paper matte. I think that's correct. We're not glossy in any way. It's not plain paper. Well, I guess it could be plain paper. But I'm going to say it's premium presentation paper matte. And I do have some glossy cardboard, by the way, that we're going to try that on later. Print quality, we're going to leave it as high. And in general, I think we're okay. Okay, so let's give it a go. Done. Print. All right. I'll show you the results. All right, here is our high quality color print on our cardboard. So now we're good to go. And I did my best to make sure that I got what I had on the printed page as 2.5 inches has got to be 2.5 inches here. And although you really can't read it very well, it does match up. That's 2.5 inches across for the card, 3.5 inches tall. It's the right scale. I did everything correctly. And you might think, now it's time to chop them up. Not quite. Because these are special. These are going to be hologram cards. So I have this. This is a piece of hologram film, laminate film. And we're going to cover the cards with the laminate film. And then we're going to chop it up. And what we'll get is hologram cards. So this is hard to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start by peeling off just a tiny bit at the top of our laminate film. And you notice I've got a little space at the top of my printed area here. So all we got to do is get the top part stuck on there. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get this done correctly. Then it's just a matter of, once you've got the top stuck on there, it's just like rolling on a Band-Aid. We're going to very slowly and carefully, and I don't want to do this wrong, take our laminate film and add it to the paper. Now the holograph film, they've got it in different patterns. Like this one is just a glitter pattern. They have one that looks more like stars, and they have one that looks like broken glass. It's really cool. All of the different variations that they have. All right, here we go. Yes, let's go. All right, now we've got laminated like holographs. So if you can see, it's all on there. Okay, now we're going to cut it out. So let me get my cutting machine. I have a couple of these cutters. This one is my guillotine cutter, and I think it works better than the others. But any cutting machine will do. In fact, the tutorials I saw, they used the cheap kind. So, okay. Hello, everybody. All right, let's start by getting my thing ready here. All right, first we're going to remove this sizing thing. This is good for other stuff, but not this. All right. This little arm here holds it in place. We want to go ahead and try and line it up just perfect. Okay. There we go. There's our first cut. Our next cut, we can go ahead and we can actually measure the card. We want it to be at 2.5 inches, so we can actually take this line and match it up to the 2.5 inch mark. There we go. All right, so we got one strip of cards. So you could do this all kinds of different ways. If you could copy your design over and make 9 of the same card, or you could do like I did and do 9 different cards. I want 2.5 inches exactly. Ed Zachary. There we go. All right, here we go. All right. And then we're going to trim this. Now, my problem is, if we're going to get a trim of 3.5 inches here, no problem. The part that you want to get rid of the most is at the top, not the bottom. So I am going to cut the bottom off of this guy. But I'm going to set it to where it cuts off a little bit of the top here. Here we go. All right. And then we're going to trim just a tiny bit of that white off the bottom there. There we go. And there we go. Hologram card. I I even have a corner rounder, so we could do corner rounds on there, but we don't have to. But they look good. So I first saw this. Somebody was using it to make proxies for Pokemon. So I thought, hey, why not? I want this to be a little bit on the... There we go. So I want to make sure that this one is 3.5 inches. That looks like it fits. Okay, good. And this one is 2.5 inches this way. Yes, it is. Okay. All right, so there's our first 3 cards. And as you can see, they are hologram cards. They're really cool because if you look at them, they have that nice saturated color from the printer. And then, you turn them a little bit and you get a little hologram effect, which is kind of neat. I like this one because it uses a really nice bright pink and orange and yellow, so it's got those kind of hot colors. All right, let's finish these up. And this time we're going to do a much better job. For my very first batch, I trimmed off of the bottom, which is not a great place because that's where I put the name of the character. I think in the future I won't put the characters' names on the card. I think I'll just sort of leave them. And over here you see I've got the edge of the film, so we want to get rid of that, obviously. So let's move that off. Let's move it to 3.5 inches. And just drop it off. There we go. All right, there's our next 3 cards. So this is the Empyrean Comics. What do we call this? Set 1. First wave. Wave 1. So it's got Aura, Gallows in his original costume, Maria in her illusion form, Rabbit Fighter in his original costume, Maria in her machine form, and like Corbeau. Actually, not his original costume. And then I've got my Adam Frankenstein character, a little bit of Iseult, and everything is looking good. Hang on one second. All right, let's see. Yeah. All right. 3.5 inches. Ed Zachary. Three and a half inches here. Did one of the Scourge bot, which appears in not only a Rabbit Fighter but also Iseult and Adam Frankenstein. It's a recurrent villain in my comics. And same here, we got to get rid of the end of the laminate film. So let's set it up for 3.5 inches exactly. And just make sure we're going to get rid of the laminate film. There it goes. All right. So there it is. Hologram trading cards. It was easier than it should be, really. All right, please like, follow, and subscribe. There'll be more cool things going on every day. Talk to you later. All right, so here's some of the results. I already put them in little card holders. I'm starting up a little online shop where I'm going to sell my comics and stuff, but you'll probably get a free card, or maybe I'll sell the cards separately. I don't know. But here they are. Here's the ones I just did. So there's no plastic thing in there. Let's see if I can show them to you. So I want the camera to come into focus. There's the Scourge bot. There's Corbeau. There's the Rabbit Fighter card. It's looking cool with the background. There's Iseult in her werewolf form. And Maria in her illusion form. I don't know if you can see her. There's the original Gallows costume. Adam Frankenstein. He's looking cool. I can also make these as stickers. I've been making stickers, and I could either just add the holographic film to the stickers, or I think you can even get some sticker material that's already hologram or holograph, and you add it in to the design, so you just print right on it. I think I saw a YouTube channel where they were talking about it. I'd have to watch it closer. Anyways, thanks so much. Please like, follow, and subscribe. There'll be more comics every day.